There comes a moment in almost everyone's life when they realize they can no longer keep living on autopilot. Maybe it's after disappointment, failure, heartbreak, or simply the feeling that each day looks exactly like the last. In that moment, a question quietly appears. What if I could start again? The answer is simpler than most people think. Starting over doesn't require you to erase your past or abandon everything you've built. It begins with a decision, a choice, to stop accepting the life you've settled for and begin creating the life you truly want. Every meaningful transformation starts in the mind before it appears in reality. Every invention, every successful business, every remarkable achievement existed as an idea before it became something real. Your future works the same way. Before you can live a different life, you must first imagine one. Take a few moments and picture the person you want to become. Don't settle for vague wishes like I want to be successful or I want to be happier. Be specific. Imagine your daily routine. Think about how you spend your mornings, the work you enjoy, the people around you, the habits you practice, and the peace you feel at the end of each day. A clear vision gives your actions direction. Once that vision becomes clear, make a commitment to it. Real change begins the moment you decide that your future deserves more attention than your past. Many people wait for motivation before taking action, but motivation is unreliable. Decisions create momentum. A firm decision tells your mind that turning back is no longer an option. Of course, making a decision is only the beginning. The life you want cannot grow inside the environment that keeps pulling you backward. Look closely at your daily surroundings. Your routines, conversations, and habits influence your future more than occasional moments of inspiration ever will. Ask yourself whether your current environment supports the person you're trying to become. Are the people around you encouraging growth, or are they constantly focused on excuses, negativity, and limitations? Energy spreads from person to person. Spend enough time around people who believe anything is possible and you'll begin thinking differently. Spend enough time around constant negativity and your dreams slowly begin to shrink. The same principle applies to your habits. Your future is not built by one extraordinary day. It is built by ordinary days repeated consistently. The small actions you perform every morning, every afternoon, and every evening quietly shape the person you become. If you want better health, don't try to change everything overnight. Start with one healthy meal, a daily walk, or 15 minutes of exercise. If you want financial freedom, begin saving a small amount consistently while learning a new skill. If you want stronger relationships, spend a few uninterrupted minutes each day truly listening to the people you care about. Small improvements may seem insignificant at first, but they create momentum. Day after day, those simple actions become habits, and habits eventually become your identity. One of the greatest obstacles to starting over is the story people continue telling themselves. Many individuals speak to themselves with words they would never use toward a friend. They repeat thoughts like, I'm too late, I'm not talented enough, or people like me never succeed. Over time, those thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs influence every decision that follows. Instead of repeating limitations, begin replacing them with stronger truths. Tell yourself, I can improve. I learn from every challenge. My future is created by today's choices. These aren't empty affirmations. They are reminders that growth remains possible as long as you're willing to continue learning and acting. Another important step is letting go of unnecessary emotional weight. Everyone has made mistakes. Everyone has missed opportunities. Everyone has moments they wish they could change. But carrying regret into the future is like trying to climb a mountain while carrying heavy bags filled with stone. The climb becomes harder not because the mountain is impossible, but because you're refusing to put the weight down. Learn from your experiences, but don't live inside them. Every setback contains information. Every disappointment teaches something valuable. Once you've taken the lesson, leave the pain behind and continue moving forward. Growth also requires replacing limiting beliefs. Many people aren't trapped by circumstances, they're trapped by assumptions about what's possible. If you constantly believe success belongs to someone else, you'll unconsciously avoid opportunities. If you believe change is impossible, you'll never give yourself permission to try. Challenge those beliefs. Ask yourself, is this thought actually true, or is it simply familiar? Sometimes the biggest breakthrough comes from questioning the stories you've accepted for years. As you move toward a different life, expect discomfort. Change rarely feels comfortable because you're asking your mind to leave familiar territory. There will be mornings when doubt appears. There will be days when progress feels invisible. There will be moments when quitting seems easier than continuing. Don't interpret those moments as signs you're failing, they're signs you're growing. Growth always asks you to become someone stronger than you were yesterday. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Try asking, what if this works? That single question changes your focus from fear to possibility. Another essential part of transformation is discipline. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is dependable. There will be days when you feel excited and ready to work. There will also be days when you don't feel like doing anything at all. The people who build meaningful lives aren't the ones who always feel motivated. They're the ones who continue showing up regardless of how they feel. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about keeping promises to yourself. Each time you follow through on a commitment, your confidence grows. You begin trusting yourself, and that trust becomes one of your greatest strengths. Goals also deserve your attention. Without direction, even hard work can become wasted effort. Write your goals down. Break them into smaller milestones. Review them regularly, and celebrate each piece of progress along the way. Small victories matter because they remind you that change is happening, even when it feels slow. At the same time, remember to take responsibility for your choices. Blaming circumstances may feel comforting, but it also removes your power. Responsibility gives that power back. You may not control everything that happens in your life, but you always control your next decision. That decision shapes the one after it. And eventually, those decisions create your future. Patience is another quality that many people underestimate. Real transformation doesn't happen in a weekend. Just like a tree doesn't grow overnight, meaningful personal growth takes time. Some days you'll notice obvious progress. Other days it may seem like nothing is changing. Keep going anyway. Consistency often produces results long before those results become visible. Eventually you'll look back and realize that the person you once were has quietly disappeared, replaced by someone stronger, wiser, and more confident. Don't believe that starting over means forgetting your past. Your experiences have value. The challenges you've survived have taught lessons that can guide your future. Carry the wisdom forward, not the pain. Every chapter of your life has prepared you for the next one. Remember this as well. It is never too late to change direction. Whether you're young and searching for purpose, or older and ready for a fresh beginning, growth remains available. Life doesn't ask how old you are before giving you another opportunity. It simply asks whether you're willing to take it. Allow yourself to become a beginner again. Beginners learn. Beginners improve. Beginners discover possibilities experienced people sometimes overlook because they're too afraid to start. Stay curious. Keep learning. Read books. Develop new skills. Seek guidance from people whose lives reflect the future you're trying to build. Success leaves clues, and wise mentors can help shorten your learning curve. Most importantly, remember that no dramatic transformation happens through one giant leap. It happens through thousands of small decisions repeated consistently. One healthier meal, one extra page read, one honest conversation, one difficult choice, one disciplined morning, one courageous action. Those moments may seem ordinary today, but together they create an extraordinary future. The life you want isn't waiting for perfect conditions. It's waiting for your first step. You don't need every answer before you begin. You simply need enough courage to move forward. Start today. Choose growth over comfort. Choose responsibility over excuses. Choose action over hesitation. With every decision you make, you're writing a new chapter. And one day you'll look back with gratitude, realizing that the moment you chose to begin again became the moment everything truly changed.